Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between Archer and Effect here on Echo Isle right now. We have Effect spawning over here on the right hand side as the red human player. Meanwhile, we have Archer spawning over here on the left hand side as the blue Night Elf player. So it is going to be a Night Elf versus human on this particular matchup right now. And by the looks of it, I think this Wisp has this Altar of Elders queued up. So it looks like it is going to be in fact a Tavern Hero. So Tavern Hero coming in from Archer right now. Effect, on the other hand, now getting a Militia Scout out already and just moving out right now. Just moving out really quickly. And how does in fact know that he has a good amount of money and now setting up an Ancient of War over here to the south. So Ancient of War being built to that south, and the Militia now trying to take down that Moonwell right now. Let's see also as well, and there are no observers, so unfortunately I'm not able to really set up the game set up the game in the third person view and turn off Fog of War. So right now I'm in the view of Archer. Hopefully there are not any invisible units in this game, so I can at least track them around the map. Anyways, right now, Archer now setting up that Ancient of Altar of Elders, and most likely going to be getting a Tavern Hero. That Tavern Hero, I'm assuming, is at this point it may be maybe a Dark Ranger. So we may have a Dark Ranger versus an Archmage on this particular matchup, but in fact it is going to be a Mountain King. So Effect going for a Mountain King instead of the Archmage. We'll see how that really works out for him. Not finishing off this third farm yet, so that front door is still a little bit wide open right now. Altar of Elders nearing completion. We also have a Wisp heading out, trying to head to that tavern. So that tavern, we'll see what hero it is going to be. We have a secondary scout farm coming in from Effect as well. So Effect setting those scout farms really early. Footman heading to the middle of the map, wanting to see what the hero is going to be. Footman just sticking close by that Wisp. We may be able to take down the Wisp before the hero comes out. Let's see. Wisp still trying to fight right now. Wisp trying to run around that map. Let's see where the hero is going to be. Moonwells are being completed back in the base. Archers are nearing completion, and it's a Tinker. So Goblin Tinker as the first hero instead of the Dark Ranger. So that is a little bit of a surprise right there, for the Goblin Tinker to be the primary hero. The Goblin Tinker is a unique hero in that its primary attribute is intelligence, but it also has as equal strength as intelligence early on in the game. Let's see how this is really going to work out as the Goblin Tinker now trying to do some fighting. That Tinker is pretty much going to be a tanking hero. Also has 5 armor, even though it only has 15 agility, so very high armor. Meanwhile, Mountain King over here trying to get some creeping in as well. Will get to level 2 as it takes down that Renegade Wizard and grabs that Talisman of Evasion right now. So a Militia creeping, very effective for Effect right now. Meanwhile, Archer using Archers and using that Goblin Tinker, gonna get a Pocket Factory out now and try to just take down these tunnelers right now. Ancient of War, very well protected right here. Going to use those Clockwork Goblins to continue to fight. Goblin Tinker now sitting at almost level 2 as well. Mountain King going to do some creeping as well. Going to finish off these Null Poachers over here. So both players will be creeping about the same position in just a moment right now. A single Archer of Effect, a single Archer of Archer being forced to move away as it is getting focused down right now with that Lightning Shield. Now Renegade Wizard down to 97, 3 hit points, and then picks up a Ring of Protection plus 3. Not too great of an item for the Tinker. The Tinker does have 8 armor already, so that is a very high armor unit right now. Also, we have an upgrade to Tree of Ages already. So Tree of Ages coming in from Archer. Meanwhile, no keep yet from Effect. So Effect not getting that keep yet. Right now we have that Ogre Magi getting focused down. We have a Pocket Factory now continuing to produce those Clockwork Goblins, trying to take down that Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi down to 88 hit points. Meanwhile, back over here, Ogre Magi goes down and gives level 3 to that Effect of Mountain King. We have the Footman and that Troll Priest along with some additional units moving out as well. And the Goblin Tinker also gets to level 3, gets a Gloves of Haste, and I do not think there is going to be attacking the tier, or not going to be setting up an expansion for Archer. So Effect selling some of his items, the Talisman of Evasion, and now moving out. And we have a fight in the middle, and nice Pocket Factory now being put down. A bolt on the Goblin Tinker. Tinker not getting surrounded. A little bit surprised by that. Now Tinker trying to move around that Pocket Factory, and Tinker still trying to run away. May get another bolt. There's another bolt, and wow, Archer going to lose his Tinker very early. Oh, nice Scroll Town Portal at just the last moment, able to survive right now, and taking down the Troll Shadow Priest. So very nicely done getting that Troll Shadow Priest. We have a Tree of Life being built over to that north side. We'll see if the Goblin Tinker does use some of those moonwells, now heading back south right now as the Mountain King is going to come across, see this Ancient of War, see this Tree of Life. Mountain King wants to take down this building. Oh, and now here comes a Pocket Factory, very nicely positioned and placed in order to set up a little bit of a roadblock right there. And Mountain King trying to take down that Pocket Factory. Now 2 Clockwork Goblins out fighting right now, as once again the Mountain King's going to move back out. We have a single Wisp still sitting at the tavern, so we might get a secondary hero and a secondary tavern hero right here. Not quite sure what. Oh no, we have a Pandurian Brewmaster. Pandurian Brewmaster, nice breath of fire hitting off one of those Troll Berserkers, and now the Mountain King trying to run away against that Goblin Tinker and that Pandurian Brewmaster. We have a Town Hall nearing completion from Effect. Effect has 1 Arcane Tower up and running, and now we have an Ancient of Wonders being built next to that farm in order to take down that Scout farm. Goblin Tinker most likely going to be dropping a factory right there, and now trying to just continue to deal damage to that building right now. Now feedback on that Pandurian Brewmaster, and now also taking some damage on that Clockwork Goblin. Nice breath of fire. So wow, a lot of footmen very, very low on hit points, continuing to fight right now. Clockwork Goblins may come in and just start exploding in that line, and that's going to be really bad for Effect. Effect's going to start losing a lot of damage from those Clockwork Goblins right now, and that Pocket Factory may be able to just empty out that expansion right now. And now Archers continue to try to take down Effect. Effect being forced to run to the back right now, and yeah, a lot of damage being dealt to these units over here. So yeah, peasants are just going down to the explosions of that Pocket Factory right now. Nice breath of fire once more. Pocket Factory is finally down. A nice bolt on that one unit right there. Goblin Tinker does not have enough mana for another additional Pocket Factory right now. Down goes, oh my goodness, Footman down to 15 hit points, trying to chase down a Troll Berserker. Troll Berserker looks like it's going to get away. Now trying to take down that 1/4 Shadow Priest as well. Troll Berserker desperately trying to run away, and we have an Ancient of War and a Tree of Life setting up right now. We have Arcane Bolt from that Troll Shadow Priest. Mountain King easily able to take it down right now. Goblin Tinker sitting at level 3, gonna try to take down that 1 Footman. Footman down to 4 hit points. Down it goes. Bolt on the Archer right now, and now trying to take down that last Mountain King. The Mountain King very low on hit points. And more Pocket Factory coming in. Pocket Factory able to deal a lot of damage right there, getting a little bit in the way. Let's see if it's really going to work, as those Clockwork Goblins going to start trying to attack those peasants once more. Those peasants getting this splash damage by that Clockwork Goblins when it goes down. So that's working really well to just counteract the expansion right now. The expansion down to a single peasant right now, as more Clockwork Goblins come in, more peasants are dying. And wow, I think pretty much Effect has nullified that whole entire expansion right there. He spent more gold trying to build it and on peasants than he has mined out of it so far. So very nicely done by Archer. Archer still trying Effect still trying to pull as much gold out as he can. Mountain King sitting at level 3, and we still have a Town Hall right now, so it's still tier 1 with dual barracks. And getting a Clarity Potion and most likely a Scroll of Healing in just a moment. Yeah, there it is, Scroll of Healing. Let's see, Effect's army is sitting at 46/42. So I'm sitting at a negative supply right now. Meanwhile, we have Archer sitting at 36/50 and has an expansion of his own. So is going to be able to expand and work really, really effectively. Goblin Tinker has a Staff of Preservation, no Staff of Teleportation. That's a very nice combination for Night Elf players to use Teleportation and Staff of Teleportation and Preservation in order to move units around relatively quickly. Mountain King now moving out as well with that very, very large healed army. Dry's going to start coming in. Already has that poison damage. And Pocket Factory coming into play. Breath of Fire canceling a lot of that. A lot of that healing right now, and the Pocket Factory quickly goes down. Mountain King now sitting at level 4. I do not see any additional heroes or any additional buildings being produced, and no base defense. So Effect is going to really be able to deal a lot of damage here in just a moment. Sorry, the mini map is wrong. There is nothing currently sitting here. We have Effect now, Archer now trying to push in with a very, very large amount of mercenaries. Breath of Fire, no, Bolt on the Pandurian Brewmaster. Getting the Breath of Fire finally off. Goblin Tinker wants to drop a Pocket Factory, and now we have some Scout Towers being put down. So we're going to have a tower attempt coming in. Troll Shadow Priest trying to come in as well. We have Defend on those Footmen, so those Dryads are not going to be able to do a lot of damage either. And those Scout Towers are going to be coming up in just a moment. So Archer's expansion is going to go down. This is not looking very good at all for Archer, as Effect is trying to push in on this positioning right now. Pandurian Brewmaster gets a nice Breath of Fire, hits a lot of those units right there. trying to just take down some more of those units. Pandarian Brewmaster trying to pull back away. Effect is going to be able... Oh, Staff of Preservation saving that Pandarian Brewmaster. And now we have a lot of guard towers being produced right now, and they are currently being upgraded, and that is not going to be good news. Stay tuned for part 2.